Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will cover lecture number 8 of Mechanics of Material 2. This lecture will cover Mohr circle for plane stress, and we will solve a problem, and it is solved in such a way that it is self-explanatory. So this lecture will make it is easy to draw the Mohr circle for plane stress. The statement of problem is develop Mohr circle to determine the principal stresses, means sigma 1 sigma 2. We have to determine the maximum in plane shear stress, tau max, we have to determine, and the average normal stress and sigma average that is associated with this tau max orientation. Specify the orientation of the element in each case. We have to determine theta p12 for this case and theta s12 for maximum shear case. So the stresses on the element are shown in the figure. If we take this as x-axis and this as y-axis, first of all we will develop xy coordinate system for the element, and we have drawn here. And if it is the case, then this 30 will be the sigma x, this 20 will be the minus, because it is compressive, minus sigma y is equal to minus 20 megapascal and tau xy is equal to 80 megapascal. So we have extracted the value from this figure. We have redrawn the diagram of the element, and the known parameters are written here, and what we have to determine, that is written in this blue ink. First of all, to draw the Mohr circle, we will establish sigma and tau coordinate system for Mohr circle. So this sigma axis and this tau downward positive is the sigma tau coordinate system. And remember that we will set a scale according to value given in the problem. So if you see it is in 20, 80, 30, so we can make 1 centimeter is equal to 10 megapascal or 5 megapascal, but the value which suits you. And for the tau axis we can define our scale. So first of all we define the scale, and we will make the measurement according to this scale. Then mark point A having coordinates sigma x and tau xy. These are known to us, so 30 and 80. We have marked the point at this, that is point A, and remember it is according to the scale that we have drawn. Then mark point B, that is sigma y minus this is minus tau xy on the graph or paper according to the scale. Again point is drawn according to scale. So this is one way. Another way is, alternatively, we can mark a point C of center, mark center C having coordinates sigma x plus sigma y by 2, half of the or average of the normal stresses, comma 0, because it should be on sigma axis. On this axis, sigma axis, value of tau will be 0 on the paper according to scale. Again according to scale. So we can do this, and after result of both taking point B or point C will be same, and that will be when we join point A and B, you will get point C. Fine. So this point, this is one way to get this point C, and another way is to have center C of these coordinates. It is written here. Then place one fixed point of the compass at this point C, other the pencil end of the compass at this. So this will be CA will be the radius, and draw a circle. So circle is, it is shown to draw the circle. If you look at this circle, So now circle is complete. The circle will intersect the sigma axis at 2 points. One point is D, and that will, so this is the circle. This is intersecting this sigma axis at 2 points. One is D sigma. Here the value of principal stress will be sigma 1, and E, that will be sigma 2. Sigma 1 for maximum normal and sigma 2 for minimum normal. And remember, at this principal plane, value of shear force is 0, and obviously this axis, sigma axis, at this sigma axis value of tau will be 0. So it's again verifying that at principal stresses the value of shear stress is 0. So once we have these points, we can get this measurement O D. O is this intersecting of sigma and tau axis is point O. Intersection of sigma and tau axis is point O. So from O to D, we will measure the by a ruler, and we will multiply this value with the scale. That will give us the value of sigma 1. Similarly, from this center to this point E, OE, we will measure the value by having a ruler, and then we will multiply this with this our scale along sigma axis. So that will give us the value of sigma 2. This is graphical way to find principal stresses. After that, we can measure angle these 2 theta p1 and 2 theta s. How we will measure? By just using the protractor, making this CA as a reference, we will measure this angle, and this angle will be equal to 2 theta p. Half of this will be theta p, and again this is taking as reference CA, and using the protractor we can determine 2 theta s. So angle can be measure the angles 2 theta p and 2 theta s using protractor on the Mohr circle, and line CA will be the reference as I have just discussed. So this is shown again. Then sketch the element according to orientation of plane. So at this orientation will be from normal x-axis, this will be rotated about theta p1 that we have determined from here, and this will be bold sigma 1 shown. This value corresponds to this 88.82, and this value has been obtained by graphical method, measurement into scale. And in the next slide we will determine sigma 2, and that will be again minus 78.82, that is equal to this measurement multiplied by the scale. This is center C, and at this point state of stress will be like this. Tau max will exist, and other stresses will be sigma average, and angle will be theta s. This again that is shown. To get the value of maximum shear stress, tau max, pass a vertical line that is parallel to tau axis, that is passing through vertical line that is passing through center C. This will intersect the circle at 2 points F and G. This F will have some coordinates according to scale. This second coordinate will be the value of maximum tau, and graphically we will find it by measuring this by ruler. CF into scale will give us value of tau x. This angle that is measured 72.6 by protractor, this angle measured 17.4. so half of this value will be shown on the elements. Now our question is complete, but if in some other problem, if stresses at an arbitrary orientation theta are to be obtained, if it is asked to find sigma x prime, sigma y prime, tau x prime, y prime at angle theta, and theta is given in this case, and we have to determine this, then place protractor at reference. We will place protractor here D, roughly say D, we will place protractor here, making this CA as a reference, and we will make a point P at such that it will be at 2 theta. So once we have this point, orange green point, O the, green point, I have just to highlight it, I have made like this. And when we join point C with this point and full line is drawn, this red line, it will intersect the circle at 2 points H and I. The coordinate of H will be sigma x prime comma tau x prime y prime, whereas coordinates of other opposite of this center will be I, and coordinate will be sigma y prime comma minus tau x prime y prime. This is convention that we use in drawing the Mohr circle. So by having the values of these, we will again measure this length, and multiply with the scale to get the actual value of this. Oh, these two problems are assigned to you. Please solve this problem, and by having this video, it will be very helpful for you to solve these problems. This is all from my side. Thank you very much.